welcome to BZG's Talking Shit. My name is Merrick Courtney, and here, joined with me, are my great co-hosts and even better friends, Henry Montiero.
I'm an egg.
And Ricky Baltzan.
I am also egg.
And here at Talking Shit, if you don't know, what we do is one of us brings in a topic of discussion, and all of us talk some shit about it. And today, we have a topic from a special friend of ours, Barrett Courtney, me. And the topic I have today is problems with stuff that we love. We had an episode about problems with stuff everybody else loves. But what's wrong with the things that we personally love? And the reason I want to bring in this topic is I had an interesting conversation with a good friend from the Kind of Funny community, Sean Pitts. He was in town a couple weeks ago. And we had lunch at the great Underdogs around Urban. And he explained to me how not all three, but how The Dark Knight is the worst Batman movie ever. But he did it in a very intelligent way, because he's an intelligent person. And how every scene that is great in The Dark Knight is not because of Batman. It's always because of someone else.
Right.
And Batman is never really good in any of those movies.
That's the thing with us. With us being big
Batman fans.
fucking Batman fans, the main thing that we did all the fucking time is why Batman? Why the fuck do we like Batman?
It's the villains.
It's the fucking villains.
But he does make a good point.
But that's the thing, we still love Batman because Batman.
But there are comics. I got plenty of comics here.
Yeah.
Like, all of the Scott Snyder stuff. Like, The Court of Owls. There's great Batman-centric material where it's about his character and about his development.
To me, it's all about our mysterious house and secret service.
No, whatever, you're weird.
I'm an art house guy, okay?
And so there's a lot of development stuff in that, and we didn't get really any of that in any of the Chris Nolan movies. A little more so in Dark Knight Rises, where it's all about like not having fear and a little bit.
But mostly it's about Batman.
I think that was more of a general topic, though, more than just being about Batman. I think that's just
that was like a life sort of thing.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go through our favorite things and discuss why it might not be so great. So,
first off, Jack Moody.
Jack Moody. He's a great guy, but sometimes his hair gets a little too floppy.
Too much gravity. It's not enough.
Smells like chicken a lot.
Chicken a lot.
Did you say I always smell like a Hot Pocket?
I think like a couple of main things for us would be like, of course, like Batman, like we just said, Star Wars,
Digimon.
I think Star Wars definitely has its faults.
George Lucas.
We're not even mentioning the prequels because those are obviously terrible.
We're talking like solely like
the original trilogy.
Yeah.
The first one, was made with the intent of thinking that there was never going to be a sequel.
Yeah.
The story isn't interesting.
To be fair,
whatsoever. It's really just introducing characters.
Yeah, that's all it is.
There's a word for that. It's called the two-part trilogy. That's not a word, that's a phrase.
Okay.
And a two-part trilogy is when something obviously wasn't planned to be a trilogy, but then it ends up being popular. So they make it a trilogy because just 2 movies feels weird, and 4 movies is like, yeah, come on.
You got to do it in either 3s or 5s. That's the thing.
Yeah.
So like, you got a trilogy or you got a saga, or a full 6, which is sort of like what the Greeks did and stuff.
Yeah.
It's awkward to have 2, like the Amazing Spider-Man series.
The Winnie the Pooh saga.
Oh, the Winnie the Pooh saga. But going back to Star Wars. Things, not Star Wars, but just things in general that we love, and
because I did have a thing for Star Wars.
You did have a thing for Star Wars?
Bring that up.
What was your thing for Star Wars?
My problem for Star Wars is when you realize none of the actors are very good.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah. Although that's kind of the charm.
That was also the expectation of for acting at the time.
Yeah.
Except for Marlon Brando.
Yeah.
Because Marlon Brando's the man.
Exactly.
Because it's like everyone. Like, the only 2 people there who can really act most of the time are Sir Alec Guinness.
Yeah, of course.
Because he's Shakespearean.
Yeah.
Sir Alec Guinness!
Okay.
And James Earl Jones, because James Earl Jones is the goddamn man.
Yeah.
And he doesn't
even
even
in
do
it,
acting.
voice.
Yeah. I'm evil. We got the one black guy to voice the evil person.
Um,
But it's like Mark Hamill. He became better, but
oh yeah,
he's
a
just
great voice
whiny.
actor. He's a
Voice acting now
voice
is
acting
like fucking
through the roof.
yeah.
Joker. He
Yeah.
owns the Joker. No
He
one
is
else
the
can
fucking
ever
Joker
be
now.
the Joker.
No,
the way I'm drawing shapes.
Troy Baker.
Oh, no,
is a
yeah,
very
yeah,
good
right.
Joker in Arkham Origins, and I think he definitely can put Mark Hamill on the run for
And
his
of
money.
course, like Heath Ledger did his Joker, and that was.
But that was
ridiculous.
acting.
That was just straight up
actually
acting.
acting.
Like voice acting Joker.
Yeah.
And but then like Carrie Fisher.
She's never been really good.
Yeah.
No. Harrison Ford's fun, but you can tell that
You
he's
can tell
just
he never ever wants to be in any movie that he's in.
Yeah.
He's always just
he's
like
always looking for something better, which is sad. Because I don't want Harrison Ford to be happy. I love him.
Yeah,
But
Harrison
he
Ford.
never seems to be super.
How many times do I have to break
Super
my leg
angsty.
on this set before you let me out?
Oh, my mom.
Yeah, you see him enjoy his job the most in the first indie movie.
Yeah,
and then,
I was just about to bring it back to it.
And even then,
and
it's
then
like,
the first Star Wars movie.
Yeah.
And then after that, it was just sort of like
it's me, Harrison
Yeah.
Ford.
he
It
just
was
didn't
Temple
really
of Doom that made him like.
give a shit.
Maybe I shouldn't have
Fuck
done short round and the blonde woman just went ah. Okay.
So going back to our general topic of
Star Wars.
critically analyzing things that we love. Ricky, what is something that you love so undeniably just love that you don't think you could even possibly criticize?
Danzig.
See, no, I can't say Danzig because now I fucking don't like Danzig. I also listen to Danzig.
Because he's a douche.
But I was just like, I was watching interviews with Danzig and I was just like, you're just a fucking asshole. Why the
Dude.
fuck am I even watching this shit?
Have I told you the story about what he did at this one concert?
Let's save that for like
Okay.
Danzig topic.
Yeah, we'll say
That's your topic.
For Danzig topic. Danzig.
We're just
It's
talk
a
about
Danzig topic.
I think one that I do get asked why a lot because it's very questionable to some people, especially when I talk about like why you and me like him so much is Lou Reed, for instance. I'm wearing the fucking
Oh
shirt.
shit!
It's
He
like
can't
Lou Reed
sing,
is
but
a
he's
big one.
great at not singing.
Like I love him as a musician, as an artist,
As a person,
as a
not.
fucking person. I love him as a person. Actually,
He's sort of a douche.
he's a fucking asshole,
but he's an amazing.
But I feel for
ass.
him because of some of the shit
that he
that he went through. Like his fucking sister just revealed the electric shock therapy bullshit.
Oh, we've known about that.
Have we? Because I
I never heard about that.
I never heard about that before.
He wrote about it in his music.
Did he? Oh. Well, look,
Because
obviously,
they were
I
like,
don't
"Oh,
know.
he's good."
She might have gone into like
More detail.
Yeah.
detail about it, which is
But it's just like, Lou Reed's just someone that you and I grew up with from our fathers and
Yeah.
shit. It reminds me of home.
Yeah.
And a place in my childhood that nothing else can really, like, explain.
I think
I never had that, but I still love Lou Reed.
I would. Lou Reed never got to the height of fame that I feel like he deserves.
I also don't think that he didn't let it get to that either. Because
Yeah.
he is Lou Reed. And he did it.
Because
didn't fucking
I think the
shit.
height of his career was Transformer. Because it was that was the one that was produced by Bowie, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
Sure.
Are you dissing Metal Machine music?
Yes.
Okay.
He said that was the greatest Lou Reed album like last week, and even Seven was like, no, it's
No.
Transformer. Yeah, I think eventually, once he left Velvet Underground and after Transformer, his songwriting got a little.
No, still
Yeah.
Berlin.
Berlin was
That's
decent.
That's the thing. I think like
Blue Mass.
after Transformer, I think his career could have gone two different ways. The way that it went, or what's his face from Fleetwood Mac that left.
Mick Fleetwood?
No,
Lindsey Buckingham?
no,
Christine McVie?
no,
Stevie Nicks?
no,
John McVie?
no.
Peter Green?
There you go. Fucking saves it as the last thing.
I was thinking of like the main like the
No.
seven.
I'm talking about like way before.
Peter Green, oh well, Black Magic Woman Fleetwood
Yeah,
Mac.
fucking that. Where like once he got super famous, he was just fucking. Was fucking done with everything once he saw like how big it was getting.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
and that's the same problem with Bob Dylan. I don't praise all of Bob Dylan's albums.
Self-portrait.
I love '60s Dylan.
Oh yeah.
That's the
Duh.
height. That's the
It's
height of his
60s
career.
Dylan plus Blood on the Tracks.
Yeah.
Blood on the tracks and everything else is sort of there.
It's just weird.
It's me, Bob Dylan.
There are the basement tapes. which are
The-
decent.
Right.
Those are great.
Yeah.
Time Out of Mind is a good album if you can get past how much
Oh.
Dylan's voice sounds like he just deep-throated cigarettes for like 80 years.
Yeah. My dad went to a concert of his recently. And I was like,
sing.
how? How do you even go to that anymore? it's fine.
It's
It
Tom
was
Waits
fine.
without the homeless people.
It was fine in the 60s. Like, it was sort of the talk singing like Lou Reed does. And it's not terrible to listen to. No, he's not a great singer, but...
It's just what
Lou
the-
Reed's a great singer. Like, he's terrible, but he's a great singer.
he's an interesting singer.
Yeah.
That's what it is. You know? He makes you listen.
It's
just
kinda like-
he's an attractive fucking human being. Just everything fucking about Lou Reed goes in the same category as David Bowie, where it's so fucking weird, but you love it and you want to jump in bed with a motherfucker.
Like,
I'm fine.
like,
I'm fucking.
See, like, like Lou Reed, I always like interesting singers more than I like technically good singers. Because, like, Celine Dion can hit notes. Guess what? I don't want to listen to fucking Celine Dion.
Yeah.
I want to listen to Mike Patton. Dude has a 6-line voice.
Okay,
It's amazing.
it's something I personally love that you guys are allowed to criticize.
Korn.
Is Blink-182.
Huh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, get ready.
Um,
I mean, I like Blink-182 too.
Asshole teared.
yeah, because that Blink-182 was like one of the first bands that I got into.
No, my
That wasn't because of my parents. you know?
Right.
My mom got me into REM
Your dad got
and
you into
Jane's
Velvet
Addiction.
Underground.
My dad raised me on Velvet Underground, Beatles,
Bob Dylan.
Bob Dylan, and all that stuff. And Blink-182 was sort of the first band where I was like, I found it myself. I was
Right.
like,
That
yes.
was my Misfits.
Yeah. Okay.
And mine was Husker Du, actually.
You're fucking weird.
You have to
We
admit.
love
It's
you.
fucking
Anyway.
better.
Actually, Gorillaz probably, but also Husker Du.
And going through the Blink-182
Disappointment-cography.
I'm not even going to mention their comeback because to me
It's
that
not
doesn't even
even-
fucking
That's
exist.
even without that, we still have enough to say what's wrong with it.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Okay, you know what? Here's the problem with them. Tom.
Tom's a fuckface. to be
Yeah.
honest.
And also, he was always the worst part about Blink.
Yeah.
Because, like, Travis, he's a beast of a drummer.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No one can take that away from him.
I love
Yeah.
Mark Hoppus on another level.
Mark Hoppus is a cool guy. He's
His
like
Twitter
cool
handle
songs.
is dad,
Yeah,
which
yeah,
is great.
yeah.
It's because he is. He's the dad of pop punk.
But going through like
He's
the
like the
first,
cool dad,
to
though.
go through the discography. Why can't I say this correctly?
Discography.
Yeah.
Am I saying that
Yeah.
correctly? Okay.
Yes. Discography.
To go through the discography, Dude Rants,
Fiddler.
what's the Cheshire Cat and Dude Rants were sort of boring.
Right.
Yeah.
When you
I
listen
mean,
to
Damn It's a great song.
Damn It's
Eminem's a great song. Carousel, Josie.
Josie, but then the rest of it's like, meh.
We like playing punk music. We like playing fast. Scott Ranger can't do really anything interesting.
Enema of the State is super poppy.
Very popular.
But you
Super
can't not
very
love the
You
songs.
can't not like the song.
Who does?
It's
What's
the
My
one.
Age?
It's the one CD I have. In my house.
I mean, who doesn't love What's My Age Again? Aliens Exist.
A lot of
I don't
people-
care for
a
all
lot of hardcore Blink-182 fans like Take Off Your Pants and Jacket more than Enema of the State, and I don't agree with that because there's a lot more on Take Off Your Pants and Jacket, but there's a lot less interesting songs.
I don't think it's fair to compare the two at all. Just fucking like
Okay.
it.
Take Off Your Pants and Jacket always just felt to me like, kind of like, hey, you know, Enema of the State, we got, that was popular with people. What if we did that,
but differently.
but weaker? Because, like, I like The Rock Show, and I like First Date, and I love Stay Together for the Kids.
But then, besides that,
I
Anthem Part 2 was good.
wanna fuck a dog in the ass.
Those were the extra songs.
Wanna fuck
Those
your
don't
mom
count.
in
Those
the
don't-
ass.
Those don't fucking
But
count.
that's the best song on the album.
And then we get to the
The
self-titled album.
self-titled's good.
Self-titled is just
It's
like
a good album.
it's a fucking holy
And
grail
what,
of music.
and what I've noticed recently
Great
watching, I'm a big fan of Kinda Funny.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Are you?
Oh,
Yeah. They're the reason I want to get into gaming journalism.
yeah.
But giving journalism to hell.
I know it is, but it's what I'm good at. Sort of. Not really. But it's what I want to be good at. And something recently I've seen is one of the guys, Greg Miller, whenever they say, like, I'm feeling this or something, he goes, like, I'm feeling it! Referencing Blink.
I've got no regrets, right?
Yeah.
Feeling
Feeling it. That song, I think that is the one song off that album that isn't that good.
Right.
A lot of
It's
people
still-
really love that song.
I enjoy it because it's fast and it gets me excited, but
And it's
also
about
sad.
sex.
Yeah.
I never cared for. What was the song in it? Down. I never cared for Down.
But like the concept of this album is very interesting because it's sort of like the start of a relationship, and it goes like deeper and deeper into this like breakup.
Yeah.
And then they broke up, and they should have stayed broken up.
Like violence surrounds me forever and after.
Okay, and can we also talk about how fucking Green Day sucks?
Yeah.
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 Okay, but anyway, we're getting a little off topic.
Let's not diss Dookie.
No.
Let's talk about recent Green Day, how they suck. That's another topic for another day, like when we talk shit about Danzig.
Yeah.
Anything else that you love that you want to critically analyze?
I'm trying to think like video game wise.
Yeah.
I love Nintendo. Come at me, bro.
Like, of course, like my big ones is like Skyrim in general. You know what I mean?
Oh, that reminds me of something I did.
There's a lot wrong with Nintendo, Henry.
I know.
There's a lot wrong with Nintendo.
Oh, I see.
Like how
There's
they
this fucking console right here called the Wii U. And I've got a little analogy here. Because
you pissed them off.
Ricky Baldazan has this... He bought a PS4.
I did buy a PS4.
And he's scared to leave his PS4 home alone with his PS3 because he's scared that his PS3 will attack his PS4 when he's alone.
Yeah.
PS4
And see, that's why I leave my Xbox 360 in the other room because I'm scared of the same thing of my 360 beating the shit out of my PS4. I'm not scared of the Wii U beating up the PS4 because the Wii U is such a weak fucking console.
It's not.
Boom.
It's so not ready to even fight it. It knows. It complains about the government, but it won't do shit about it.
I don't understand how people can still love Nintendo.
Yeah.
They've got this weird NX bullshit going on. No one knows what it's about. Some rumors that it's going to run on Android software and all of this stuff.
It's a mess of bullshit.
And they're totally blocking out third-party devs and all this stuff. It doesn't make sense. Nintendo needs to fucking stop.
But they also have Smash.
But listen, Rainbow Road.
Rainbow Road is my jam.
Rant over.
Look me in the eyes, Ray Charles. Look me in the eyes. Give me those. That's what I say.
That's what I was saying.
Hit the road, Jack.
What else though?
Is it too much to say the Beatles?
Yeah. No, it's not. No. Yeah. No. Let's
So we gotta
fucking
get
talk
on
Beatles.
John Lennon's a douche.
Let's fucking talk
But he's
Beatles
a great musician.
and how much I hate John Lennon, but don't.
You like John Lennon's music. It's hard. Who doesn't like Plastic Ono Band?
I don't.
You don't like Plastic Ono?
I wasn't too into it. It's what I didn't think it was bad. It just wasn't what I was.
Stronger than Imagine to me.
I just didn't give a shit at all about any of it
Yeah.
at that point.
We get it, John Lennon. You're sad.
But not their solo shit. Let's talk specifically the Beatles.
People always talk shit about Yellow Submarine, but I find it hard to hate that song because
I can't stand that song.
There's just moments where I'm listening to the
Well, you're
Beatles
dating a teacher, so and that's a children's song.
There's just
It's
moments
not like
where
I hear it a lot though.
there's moments where I'm listening to the Beatles and I'm enjoying it and everything, but at one point I'm just like, it's a bit much.
Yeah.
It's just a bit much. They're trying too fucking
There's a
hard.
point in their career where
To me, it's the
they came out with their first album, and then everything after that didn't really matter until they came out with Help. You know, they had like 3 or 4 albums.
Beatles for Sale. I still like With the Beatles a lot, more than what most people would say.
Rubber Soul's always going to be my utmost.
Mine will
You
always
hate With the Beatles, don't you?
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
like the Beatles at all. They play that in fucking Korea to torture people.
They do, straight up. Like, they
Fucking,
play it
I
over and over again.
I texted them the day I was downloading all my Beatles, and I was just like,
No.
I told them that exactly. I was like, in Korea, they play with the Beatles to fucking torture people. And then
Hey,
you were like,
hey,
wait, but what
wait
about...
a minute,
And then I was
Mr.
like, no, I mean the
Postman.
album with the Beatles. And he was just like, oh yeah, no.
Hey, Mr.
No.
Postman.
No.
Mr.
Fuck that.
Postman.
Rubber Soul, though, is my jam.
Mine is Revolver.
I fucking love Rubber Soul.
Those 2 albums can be a part 1 and part 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It really
Sgt. Pepper's overrated.
I think,
will
yeah,
say that for
let's
hours.
critically analyze Sgt. Pepper's, because I do love that album. But
Sgt.
yeah,
Pepper
well,
to
yeah.
me is their most, out of their main, like, these are the Beatles at their peak albums. Like, besides the White Album, because that's a double album and that's going to have filler.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
going to have filler.
Sgt. Pepper just always felt like a bunch of good singles mixed with a lot of really weird and pointless filler. Like,
Right.
like, let's see, you have Good Morning, which I think is a stupid
I think it was
like a rock and roll.
like a solid rock and roll song.
But
I don't think it really fit with the rest of the album. You know,
They-
I could hear it on Revolver.
They did
I
it to
could-
fucking do it.
Yeah.
They just did it
And
because
to
they
me-
had the idea and
to
they
me,
fucked
they did
around
it-
and they did it.
They did a rock song better when they did, well, Sgt. Pepper is a great title track.
Right.
Yeah.
And they did a pure rock and roll song better when they did Back in the USSR, which is just...
That's my favorite song, by the way.
Right.
It's
No,
just a
I
Beach
totally
Boys.
understand why.
And then, like, you got, like, for the benefit of Mr. Kite.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is, like...
It's okay.
Yeah.
But I think that was the lowest of John Lennon's
Here,
like,
can I
songwriting.
Can I see
So,
it?
yeah. I really like Getting Better. I really like Fixing a Hole. Fixing a Hole.
When I'm 64.
I mean, Getting Better is kind of ruined forever because it was in Canada Hat. And they, like, there was a cover of it in that movie. Alright, that piece of shit movie.
The one with Michael Myers?
Yeah.
I never watched that movie, so it's not ruined.
When I'm 64 always feels like filler to me, but then I just love the vocal melodies in it for, like,
I love that song. It was only when we had to do it for... We had to learn it, when me and Julia and Daniel had to learn it.
I was there too.
Oh yeah. When we had to learn it, and
For my
fucking-
movie that
and I
I
fucking,
made.
fucking hated that song after that.
And you guys didn't even play it.
And it was just Julia and Daniel. We were like, nah.
And I didn't get to do anything in that movie.
You didn't learn how to play drums yet.
I remember that. I remember sitting down and trying to play drums, or trying to play with you playing drums,
It sucked.
and it was really hard.
But you've gotten better now.
But now you got it down.
Jazz.
Jazz.
And I mean, like, actually with me, when I'm 64, that one melody that I really love, I don't have to listen to that song because Mastodon copied it and Cracked the Sky. When it goes like, and so it's like, I never need to listen to the song again because Mastodon is dope.
Yeah.
Anything else? Anything else that we love that we want to critically analyze? Because we might need to wrap up and do our last.
I want you to hear you talk shit about Sister Ray.
I
Too busy sucking on my ding dong.
I almost wanted to bring Breaking Bad into it because of how much shit I
Oh
hear
my
about
god! Yeah.
it. You know what I mean?
I would say the only thing I can say is that the first season is really hard to get through.
Other than that, I honestly think the show is fucking flawless.
Yeah.
That's
I still need to watch it.
I love it so much. I just can't. I can't even.
There's a lot wrong, obviously, with the first season. There's just a lot of pacing issues.
And I think everything else is like
What?
beautifully.
I want to talk shit about something I love. The Wire. First episode. Impossible to get through.
I've never watched The Wire. I don't even.
You
know
need to
that.
watch The
I
Wire.
don't
It's
even know.
really-
I think you would enjoy it.
Would I?
Yeah.
The Wire is like in that top echelon of like television shows. It's like up there with Breaking Bad and
Okay.
what are some other like
I
intense
was-
drama shows that would be
What's the mafia one? What's the-
Sopranos?
Sopranos.
6 Feet
Oh,
Under.
damn.
I wouldn't say 6 Feet Under. It's up there. But yeah, definitely Sopranos.
But like it's really good and you need to watch.
Yeah,
the
'cause
storytelling.
I always-
is fun.
I can lend you the DVDs.
Okay, because I always hear like, oh, how sick and tired people are hearing from Breaking Bad fans to watch The Wire as well. So I'm always just like, I should pay
If
attention.
I can
to
talk
it,
shit
though.
about Breaking Bad, it's fans.
Yeah.
Especially
a
when
lot
it
of
was like
douchey Breaking Bad fans, and that makes me really sad.
it's like they're up there with like Tool fans.
Because
I'm sure we
because it
come
turns
off as
into a
that as
thing-
well.
Well, no.
If you're a
I don't
if
come
you're
off
a
as
fan,
that because I am already sort of a pretentious TV film critic,
That is true.
you know, and so that's Breaking Bad is of course is going to be my fucking bread and butter. But then you have these people who don't really understand
The
what
whole,
the
like-
show is about and what the show is coming from and what
it's kind of like Fight Club fans that they're just seeing it as like
They're not paying attention.
they're thinking of it as like, oh, this is so badass.
Like they're not thinking about the metaphors behind it and this whole fucking
And we're coming because
deep,
the
dark
whole
fucking
story
message.
is-
they're just
behind
like, yeah,
teacher
bitch.
and meth, teacher and meth, bitch, Captain Cook. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
they're focusing on like the literal part of it.
They're,
and
they're
not, like,
focusing on like the colors that are
Yeah.
sprayed onto the
Yeah.
painting, not the painting itself.
Yeah.
Not the stencils.
yeah, they're watching it for the fucking meth
Because
itself. and then
because
making
that
it
show is basically designed from Greek's tragedy.
Yeah.
You know? The rise and fall of
It's-
an emperor.
Yeah.
You know, and it's
It's very biblical.
Yeah, it really,
Like-
really fucking is. To the point where you and me were we fucking like cried watching the finale, not because of how it ended or anything, just because
And
this
people-
part of our lives isn't there ananymore.
And
because of
people
how
like
attached
to
we got
criticize
the show.
Breaking Bad's finale because it's like, yeah, of course it's gonna end like that. It's like it's not the point of.
The
of
point
course that
isn't
was
how
gonna-
it ends. Is the point is what it does with its ending.
Yeah.
What it does,
The fact
like,
that it's
emotionally,
fucking
but
gone, it's over.
but also that they followed through what was obvious.
Yeah.
You know, Dexter is a great example of a show that had an obvious ending and they didn't fucking go with it and it ended terribly.
That was
ending-
so fucking bad.
I'm a lumberjack.
Yeah.
I am a lumberjack and I'm okay.
I hated it too because I fucking binged watched that shit all the way through.
I love
And
Dexter.
And I ended
I
up
actually,
ended with
my
that.
my friend was like, "Don't spoil the ending to Dexter for me. I'm still watching it." I spoiled it to them, and I went, "You're going to thank me.
Yeah.
Now you don't have
Yeah.
to watch
I
it."
You should just watch only up to season 4 and
Yeah.
then you're fine.
Done.
Like,
That's the show.
But it's like for
Pretend
me, like,
you watched what you think is
like
going to happen.
Breaking Bad fans. It's like Fight Club, Wolf of Wall Street, Raging Bull, Taxi Driver. Like
Yeah.
fans are just like, "Man, yeah, this is so intense. Yeah, you feeling me, bro?" It's like Wolf of Wall Street. It's like you watched 3 hours of that and you couldn't see that it's making fun of Leonardo DiCaprio's character.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
just think that it's like
And
a
it's a lot of-
giant exercise in indulgence. No, there's a point to it, and yeah, it's like really harsh in how it's driven in, but it's like you can't even see it when it's like that.
Okay. We're gonna reel ourselves back because we've been raging about bullshit fanboys.
Oh yeah.
But something else. Shit, did I lose it?
Was
I
it
think I
music,
lost
comics?
Forget.
Oh, that reminds me for something I should have said when we were talking about like things everyone else likes, but I don't. I don't like Deadpool.
Okay, we can talk about that sometime. Some other time.
Deadpool,
Oh,
Marvel movies.
What?
Marvel movies.
Marvel
in
movies?
general.
Joss
I think,
Whedon
I
is.
think we know what's wrong with Marvel
Yeah,
movies.
I think that's
Joss Whedon's trying too hard to be like Tim Gunn. There's there's a lot of problems with it. There's like they don't really know how to use a lot of the female characters.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
There's no She-Hulk.
I think that's really it.
Yeah.
Because we do love a lot. I think
We'd be here for hours.
We'd be here for hours talking about the stuff that we love and analyzing it. The last one I will mention, though, is Harry Potter. The one thing that they could have done better with Harry Potter is the character development of Harry himself. There's a lot of development of other characters, but then they never really take time to develop Harry himself. Which I feel like she does on purpose, because I think Harry is supposed to be us, the reader, and that's what her intentions were for the book.
Yeah, he's I'm forgetting the word for it, but it's like you put yourself into the book.
He's a link.
Yes.
He's a link for the Harry Potter.
Yeah, like I was thinking of like what other character to compare him to, but it's like Harry Potter is like Batman in a way where like we're
Everything
watching
else is more interesting that's around
like
him.
we're watching it to see what happens to him and everything, and we like him as a character, we love him personally, but at the end of the day, we're watching Harry Potter and we're reading Batman for the other characters.
Yeah, for Fred
Yeah.
and George, and for Hermione,
Yeah.
and
Especially Fred and George.
yeah,
Because Fred and George,
For Dumbledore, for
Homies for
Snape,
life.
for
for
pretty much everyone is not Harry. Oh, you can talk about Orange is the New Black like you did in the live stream.
oh yeah, like that's another thing. Like fucking Orange is the New Black is the
Piper.
same thing. We don't fucking like Piper. No, that's different because we just don't like Piper. Period.
Yeah, I like Harry. It's just
Yeah.
like there's never anything super interesting about him. Piper is just annoying as fuck.
Yeah, but in the sense of like we
But I
watch
love
that show
so-
for everyone else.
I would watch that show for like everyone who's not like supposed to be part of the main story. Like if they had that, if they like had
fucking
most of that show about like
Porn
pussy.
Yeah, I would love to have her as like the main focus.
Yeah, or like how like people started watching the show and Pornstache, who's such a horrible character, but now everybody loves him because he's so fun to watch.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like
he's like
that guy.
he's like House of Cards in a
Yeah.
way, because it's like you're not supposed to like Kevin Spacey, but
You
he's
do.
so great as that
He's
character.
Kevin Spacey, so you're
Yeah.
just kind of like.
and it's the same thing with Breaking Bad. You're not
Yeah.
supposed to like walk away.
But you do.
You kind of sympathize with him, like you see how he's terrible, but at the same time.
Yeah.
He's doing it for a reason. By the end of it, you know
So I think that's all we should talk about
what I mean.
because we're running a little late.
Oh shit.
Can you give me a second? Actually,
Yeah. Go ahead. Thank you for joining us.
tweet me in the bathroom.
for another episode of BCG's Talking Shit, where three of us gather around any sort of table we want, and we bring a topic and we talk some shit about that topic. You can follow us. I need to do the rigmarole again.
Right.
I need to start it over again. If you have a topic for us to talk some shit about, you can email us at BayAzonaGamers to send us a topic. Or you can tweet at us at BayAzonaGamers. You can tweet at me at Bonanza and you can tweet at Henry
At that fucking flush.
at Henrosaurus. So thank you so much for watching. If you want more stuff to watch, we've got Let's Plays up, we've got quick reviews, and we've got our Twitch show, twitch.tv/BayAzonaGamers, every Wednesday at 12 p.m., our live show where we talk about the nerdy news going on. But for now, thank you for joining us for Talking Shit, and have a wonderful day full of shit talking.